Alright, so today I'm finally going to be listening to the new While She Sleeps album. I was gonna have the video out yesterday, but the Boundaries album came out, so I decided to do that one anyway, but I'm very excited to hear this. To the Flowers absolutely destroyed me. It blew my fucking mind as well. The production just sounds so much better. Back when To the Flowers came out, I had only heard You Are We by them and a couple songs off of their first two albums, and I remember listening to a couple of the singles for So What, but I overall didn't enjoy them at the time. It was kind of crazy listening to The Flowers after listening to You Are We for years. I think that's one of the best metalcore albums of all time. I just love that album start to finish, dude. You Are We is just incredible. So yeah, it was kind of crazy going from that to The Flowers. But after that, I listened to their 2021 album Sleep Society, and I loved that album overall. I wanted to listen to So What before this album came out, but that just didn't end up happening. So definitely let me know in the comments if I should check out that album, because I remember The Guilty Party. I think that's the only song that I kind of remember the chorus of. I don't remember what it was exactly, but for some reason I just wasn't super into the singles for So What, so I never ended up checking the album out when it came out. But Sleep Society was great. I really enjoyed that album overall. I think there was only one or two songs that I was kind of iffy with, but I really loved the experimentation on that album with all the electronics and the synth work and everything. I really enjoyed it. So I haven't heard anything off of this album except for To the Flowers. If you haven't seen that video, definitely go check it out, because I'm probably going to be editing out that portion of the album in this video just because I have it on the channel already. So definitely go watch that if you're interested. That song just blew my mind. It was just so beautiful. It was devastating. The music video was, and yeah, I love that song. I've been listening to it a lot. I love all the synth elements, the atmosphere, the guitar, the tapping is just beautiful. That was one of my favorite parts of You Are We. It was all the tapping, and the riffs were just so good. So yeah, I'm excited to get into the rest of this album. I'm going in blind with the rest. I haven't heard any of the other singles, haven't heard Leave Me Alone, Down. I don't even remember the other ones. Self Hell was the other one, the title track. Real quick, make sure to subscribe. We're almost to 6,000 subscribers, which is crazy. And yeah, man, let's get into this shit. Also, I've been seeing a lot of comments of people being very disappointed with this album. I'm not entirely sure why. Most of the comments seem to be people that really love their first two albums, and they're like, You Are We is where they started going downhill. And I'm like, bro, what the hell are you talking about? So for right now, I'm just gonna go in very open-minded. I don't think I'm gonna have a problem with any experimentation that they do. I think a lot of these comments are from people that just love their older stuff, a lot like Architects, but I've been seeing like an overwhelming amount of comments saying this, so I don't know if there's any truth behind that. I'm also seeing a lot of people saying that this album is great. Alright, first song, Peace of Mind. This is the intro, I'm assuming. It's only 1:20. I'm really excited. I loved Sleep Society, man.
Are you afraid of them?
That was weird. Okay, so far the instrumentals have been great, but the vocals are kind of... We got Matt Bellamy on this album, what the hell? Favorite start so far, I think. Nice atmosphere. The synth is really cool on this album, though. I think this is my favorite song so far. See, I like the synth. I like the synth a lot. It has like a 90s kind of retro feel, but it also has that like 2009 Xbox 360 kind of sound. I don't know. I hope that makes sense. But I'm liking the instrumentals. I just think the vocals aren't great, I'm gonna be honest. The mix is a little weird. Yeah, I'm just gonna let it keep playing. This is my favorite song so far, though, definitely. But there's just some like awkward parts. This is a first listen though, and they're definitely trying something very experimental. So I'm in for it. So I'm just gonna let the album play, man. Yeah, definitely my favorite song so far. But still, I feel like it's gonna have to grow on me over multiple listens, you know what I mean? It is like super 90s, right? This one I'm liking. I'm liking this one a lot more than the others. I think Rainbows will definitely grow on me. I heard a lot throughout that song that I really liked. I'm just saying I think this is going to be an album that I'm going to have to listen to multiple times, you know? Ooh, best moment of the album. That chorus right into that. Oh, that's, yeah. Yep. This one's, I'm gonna give it a look. What the hell is this song? It's so Daft Punk. That song slapped. Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, this has a good vibe. Oh, it's getting better. That synth, oh my god. Ooh, longer outro. I'm super into this song. I wish it was longer, but I feel like it's perfect. I think that was my favorite song. I really think that was my favorite one. That just had such a nice atmosphere, everything. Alright, I don't know Ether. Probably more like instrumental electronic music. Yeah, dreamy, ambient, chilled. I love this shit. I'm liking this album more and more as I listen to it. Like each song, I'm understanding the prior song a little better. You know what I mean? This next song better slap. This song better just explode, dude. I'm getting worried. Oh no. Oh. As a standalone track, it's a really beautiful song, or piece. But I was really hoping that that would just continuously build and then transition into a fucking crazy song. But it just dropped off at the end. And nope, it's totally by itself. On its own, it's a really good instrumental ambient track, but with no really cool transition, I feel like it could have been shorter. Fucking Post Malone about to come on. Imagine if No Feeling Is Final cut earlier and went straight into this. That would have been so perfect. I'm really liking this song right now. It of course might because I am high. That definitely probably is playing a role. Yeah, that was one of my favorites of the album, and this outro is making it even better. Some of the lyrics were kind of eh, some of the verses I wasn't a big fan of, but the rest of it I really loved. I loved the instrumental, chorus was great. This is the first song where I'm like, oh, I'm listening to metalcore. The other ones I'm like, what the hell is this shit? This is crazy. What the hell is that though? That sounds insane. That was one of the best parts of the album right there. It was a great chorus, great extended post-chorus, whatever. That song was sick. That was also one of the best ones on the album. Malevolence I've definitely heard of before, but it doesn't look like I have anything liked by them, so I don't think I've heard anything from them before. Yeah, I don't think I've heard them, actually. But his vocals kind of sounded like Chris Motionless. Alright, next song, To the Flowers. I'm skipping to the end of it just in case it transitions to the next song. But yeah, the video for it is on my channel, so definitely go check that out if you haven't already. It's still probably my favorite song I've heard. This might be another interlude. It's gorgeous so far. Sounded like some Bring Me the Horizon demo. That was pretty cool. Definitely reminded me of Linkin Park. Are you fucking serious? Linkin Park and like Bring Me the Horizon. Kind of sounded like a demo or something like that. Really cool though. But I just wish the interludes on this album like really transitioned coolly into the next song. Like they still do a little bit, you know what I mean? This song is so like late 90s, early 2000s techno. Oh wow. They're just proving my point. Okay. That song was pretty cool. I really liked that soft section. I don't know where it was, but the atmosphere was really good in there. I don't know what happened on this album, but they must have like got their hands on some weed over in the UK or something. Hooked up that original Xbox. I don't know. All right, let's see how they end this album. I love that sound. Some very nostalgic vibes on this album too. It ended really abruptly. That was really emo. I'm gonna give that a like though. I think that was really sweet. I'm just gonna say this. If I wasn't like super open to a ton of different genres, I probably wouldn't have liked that one. I probably wouldn't have liked Out of the Blue, and I probably wouldn't have liked No Feeling Is Final. I of course really loved those songs. I feel like they maybe could have been a little different and worked better with the full album, but as individual songs, I like them. But I can totally understand why somebody who only likes While She Sleeps old sound wouldn't like those. But obviously it's not about those people. I love the song, so I like them. I thought Rainbows would be the first one, but Self Hell was the first one that really clicked with me, and from then onward I really enjoyed this album. I don't know, there were just kind of some awkward moments early on that I feel like maybe if I re-listened to them with full album context now that I've heard everything, they might sound completely different, you know what I mean? And I'm sure I'll like Rainbows a lot more because I did really like a lot of things about that song, and I liked the vibe of it overall. Wildfire, I just loved that song just immediately. Dopesick had some lyrics that were a little cheese, but I liked the song a lot. No Feeling Is Final was really cool. I just wish it transitioned a little bit better into Dopesick, but I still think it worked really well, especially if I listen to it again knowing what Dopesick sounds like. Down was a banger. To the Flowers can always crush my soul anytime it wants. Out of the Blue was super Linkin Park, and then it went into this Bring Me the Horizon kind of orchestral metalcore kind of melodic piece. Enemy Mentality was catchy. It had a really nice ambient section, if I remember correctly, that I really liked. I liked the early 2000s techno video game vibe on this song, as well as the rest of the album. And this was just a really pretty outro. I love the synth throughout it. But I just, no outro they ever do is gonna beat In Another Now. That song is just unbeatable for outros. On a first listen, I definitely like this album a little less than Sleep Society, but I feel like this album has a lot more room to grow as I listen to it more. I'll have to listen to some of Sleep Society again because I think the mix was a little worse on this album, but I don't really care about mixes that much. It's just something to notice. I love albums that sound like absolute dog shit. But yeah, I really enjoyed this album overall. This really feels like a natural progression from their last album, right? Just leaning a little bit more into that electronic sound. I think this sounds really cool, very experimental. But there were definitely some awkward parts that I'm gonna have to re-listen to. I think listening to this album once and making your mind up about it is not a good idea at all. I think this definitely deserves multiple listens. But anyway, let me know what you thought down below. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of different opinions down in the comments. But yeah, man, that's basically it. Make sure to leave your comments down below. Go check out my video I did for Sleep Society, of course, and To the Flowers. Also, make sure to subscribe if you want me to check out their album So What from 2019. Also, subscribe if you are interested in participating in any polls I run over on my community tab. The best way to see those is if you're subscribed. And yeah, take it easy.